Inshallah and Ashe, divine will's blessings to you and for you as always. And are you ready to open a door, a new door, a celestial chapter on the stage this week? We do have a Libra solar eclipse, which is offering us a very powerful, not just offering us, it's getting in the momentum to be embodied and fulfilled, this transformative energy, which are all themes of Libra. And predominantly it's relationships, it's inner peace, it's harmony, it's those threads. It's things that are aesthetically pleasing to the eye, whether it's the environment, the workplace, your appearance, your image, your home, all the things, right? Even your vehicle, really. But welcome to this week's energetic snippet, the high vibe. I am your host, the Tanya D. If you're new to my show, I'm a practicing holistic shaman, medium, and otherworldly life coach, playing in the subtle fields and a reflector by design. And I do follow the lunar energies, the moon, through the seasons, the heavenly bodies. And I did coin myself a holistic Sha medium through spirit. It's just a choreography, which is all of them, just mapping that out. And really mapping out the design in these pathways, your unique personal algorithm, the elemental pathway, the divine pathway, the mystical, imaginal realm, as well as others, I should say. Just knowing who you are and knowing now who you are, like in the moment. And each week I do cover the moon's stage or the status through each of the seasons, the elementals in 4 pillars, and I do a daily divination and affirmation as well. And if you are new to my show, my channel, please go ahead and subscribe, ring the bell to really alert other beings that are in my frequency is kind of what I want to say, following the moon. It really does help with the algorithm and helps with my show. So all eclipses are really I almost said an enigmatic kind of catalyst for transformation, change. It kind of reminds me of nature. Nature's always in change. It's never at a standstill. But it also illuminates the miraculous, the unseen, the future outcomes, the narratives, or where we're navigating the storm. But what's simmering below the surface, even of the earth plane in the arena of relating? So if you are able to return to events in your journal, or maybe you just have that magic memory bank in your memoirs, and maybe if you can just return to September of 2006, maybe kind of marinate on that, meditate on it, or around October 14th of last year. So are there any memoirs echoing, like things reverberating that may be resurfacing now in relationships, basically? So really keeping your hearing sister on and really alert, and being an eclipse in Libra, it really is all the themes Libra-like. Relating, inner peace, the peacekeeper, the people pleaser, relationships, partnering, not just to others, but really how we relate to ourselves as well and our environment, and just balancing how we communicate and really focusing maybe or shedding light on old patterns or people-pleasing patterns, giving away our authentic powers and our gifts to others. And we're not being reciprocated. Maybe we lose our own inner authority, our authenticity within others because we're not being heard. We don't feel like we're seen, losing our values. So this is a really initiating of a powerful opportunity to really reclaim who we are, our identity, our power, our equilibrium, speaking our authentic truth. So it really is time to build a organic Libra-like foundation in that arena and how we relate to ourselves and others, creating a solid foundation with nothingness, which is a kind of a weird way to put it, with nothingness less than respect or understanding, the nothingness, the void. And also being a seer of the unseen, I kind of am a mystic mage as a reflector, the moon. I feel like the moon reflects a different energy through each season authentically. If you really kind of journal with the moon regularly, you may find or see things different. But in this season, or in this case, it's the aesthetically pleasing. It's the environment aesthetics. It's estheticians, it's feng shui, it's the beauty of the environment. Basically, it could even be the beauty of, I was just going to say manufacturing, the beauty of a landscaper is kind of what I was going with. But are you able to like receive a compliment? You know, if you cannot receive a compliment, that is like part of a Libra energy. It's also receiving the compliment. So we do have this intimate beauty of this energy that's very transformative. And Mercury, which is also a voice, and Libra is the voice, the throat center, the throat's harmonics, if you will. So it's like people who sing have a voice. Podcasters have a voice. Newscasters using their voice. Those are all kind of Libra initiatives, I'll say. But being diplomatic with our words, and the universe is kind of repatterning these threads, reharmonizing them, and really surrendering to the flow and listen to the currency of the flow. It's all about the throat center and reflecting. So reflector's guidance this week. I'm so funny. I realized a few things just lately. So reflector's guidance this week. Of course, we kick off the week. The moon is still in Virgo, a Virgo moon. So the sun's in Libra, of course. So it's like, what is hidden in the subconscious? What's behind us? It's kind of setting the tone. And Virgo, the energy illuminates producing, being grounded, being embodied, really focusing on our bodies, our habits, our self-care, practical emotions, if you will, and really taking time and space to prep for this new moon. So use this energy today and into tomorrow to really tackle anything that's messy. I almost said the masses there for a minute, but just decluttering our space and nourishing our bodies. Do some stretching, some movement, some yoga, sit by water, really grounding yourself into an elemental energy. The one you feel is really in alignment with you, or maybe an elemental that you need to become into alignment. I almost said alignment. But as we ground now, creating sacred space for this very transformative energy that is really a rising. It's like the rising of yin energy within the yin energy. And it's our environment, really prepping us so that we're really able to embrace new opportunities. No means new opportunities, experiences that are at the threshold, they're at the door. And then we, of course, move into the rhythm of the eclipse, the algorithm of it. On Wednesday into Thursday, the moon is in Libra. So this is the door opening. The door is opened to the new moon. The world is being encouraged to be like Gandhi, is kind of the energy I was musing about. It's like being the change we wish to seek, and like just sitting there in our sacred space and just sitting there until the change is there. Balancing harmony and peace in our lives, environment, surroundings. That's what this is all about. So really being open to literally our hearing sister, because that's part of the throat center. It's the algorithm of the throat. And that energy, like I would even activate blue light, use blue light therapy, use crystals in shades of blue. I just saw lapis lazuli, and listen to the Musing Moon meditation, Libra. It is on the highway here on YouTube if you're watching my show. And you also may have an epiphany, an aha moment, something out of thin air, just an inspiring moment that really brings your spirit back into alignment, divine alignment. So Libra is this balancing thread of nurturing energy that really includes our surroundings, feelings of textures even, rituals of self-care. Maybe we accentuate rituals of being more encouraged to be balanced and in harmony, aesthetically pleasing, even our skincare, and really asserting ourselves to be more creative. Maybe we strike up conversations, we have courage, be strange, but also be accepting. Kindness. That reminds me of kindness, random acts of kindness that really uplift your spirit. Just like opening the door for somebody, that just sends the energy forward. It radiates more joy, peace, and harmony, aesthetics out into the world. And really by going inward, that's when we radiate this energy outward and focusing on those things that really bring balance, connection, community. We then create the harmony of a fulfilled experience. And it also reminds me of Neville Goddard. Just remember the chaos of a storm brings magic when the storm settles. It removes what is no longer serving us. It's like detaching and really showing us what is serving us. And then, of course, the moon moves into my favorite zodiac sign. Not really, but I do have a Scorpio moon, so I just like to say Scorpio is kind of personal to myself. So where are my lunar Scorpios if you're out there listening in? But going to the depths of what is hidden, it's this intense passions. It's like really being who we are, like being that energy, embodying that energy, really authenticating the skin we're in, Scorpio, right? It's like grabbing the leather, sharing your lace. Like if anyone here is from the 80s, I do have some amazing lace, I must say. But wear the lipstick, be bold, be unique, and go to those deep waters. Like what are the currents? What are the threads that really motivate you? Journaling lately for myself, journaling is just a way, and automatic writing, if anybody does that. I will have a message for Friday as well, so do tune in or pull your own cards, especially during the eclipse. It may shed some light on a deeper insight moving forward. And the Libra solar eclipse moon is up here on YouTube. Be sure to tune in, comment, and of course, let me know. I've been changing it up a little bit the last few times. The Libra Sacred Spirit Circle as well. I have changed that if you haven't noticed, or maybe you have. It's also on the highway. Really, let me know how you feel about them, if you've noticed something different or unique, and how many of you do join me live on Fridays for my mini cowrie shell divinations. I do go live on Fridays, 3 p.m. Mountain Time here on YouTube, Tanya D Facebook page as well. I do talk about the celestial weather, some manifesting tips. So if you feel like you need guidance, I do offer private sessions, of course, one-on-one cowrie shell divinations. I do give rituals as prescriptions for my divinations from the Otherworldly Medicine Cabinet, all initiated. And if you would like to dive deeper into your own personal gift, intuitive or psychic abilities, the Change Your Stars quiz is out there. I feel that we all have a base note, and then we add some influencers to really assist us. And for other mystical musings, of course, we also have Spill the Tea. This is my monthly live show. I go live at 3 p.m. every third Friday of each month, I should say, through Zoom. And it's an online coven. I do multi-stream through 2 platforms. It's always at 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time. All you need to do is subscribe to the Musing News to make your inbox glimmer on my website. The Spill the Tea for September, of course, was dedicated to Libra season, the throat center, the gates in human design, and Venus. But I will say October Spill the Tea, of course, is dedicated to Scorpio. So all things mystical. I would even call it the imaginal realm, Pluto, the Shamans portal, and a lot more. I'll just say that. But before I stroll into the elemental highway, I just want to say that this eclipse has a very unique blend of ingredients. That is what I do want to say. It's very ecliptic, like they all are. It's definitely a time for new beginnings, but also going inward. And yin energy is an inward journey. It's about reflecting, doing some introspection. So as you look into your past, like the rearview mirror, Libra is always like looking in the mirror, looking at you, looking at them. So we may experience some intensity around possibly politics, social justice, or injustice systems. And I feel like we're already in that, like witnessing it already. Maybe we hit the collective top. Maybe it tips off. Maybe it bursts. I don't know. But this is our personal opportunity to go inward, reevaluate our relationships and all of our relations. I like that. All of our relations. Themes of home, family, divine feminine. It's like, are we authentically living in harmony in all our relations, including nature? Like, where do you see, or what areas do you see may need some adjustments, some attunements, inner peace or harmony, some balancing, some cleansing, clutter, emotional, mental, spiritual, all the things. But one of the key themes, of course, is communication. It is our throat center. But what's been activating more is also being in a year of mineral in the Dagara, plus in the elemental of autumn, and Mercury, the mystic messenger, is dancing with the sun. It just moved into Libra. So this is an authentic dialogue, a conversation, inside voice, outside voice, clearly expressing personal needs. So really being open to your own personal reception center, be in your heart space as well, and define what it is to have a stronger way of relating. Like, what is the definition of a fulfilling relationship anyway? We all have definitions and identify differently. It's all unique and personal to each and every one of us. So when we muse about it, we then receive this invitation to be in our power, to be more authenticated, shedding the old patterns, beliefs, even thoughts that no longer serve us, and really reclaim our holistic, I'll call it our holistic algorithm, our identity, to really stand in our power, our truth, our spiritual truth. And in doing so, that's when we attract a more positive, I would say light illuminating, more, I want to say accentuating of life fulfilling experiences. So just remember that all we have to do, like we all have these celestial bodies, and there is light in the darkness, and there's also darkness in the light. I always say the ghost in the darkness. But when we go through any kind of change or shift or transformation, you may feel a trigger, but turn it into a glimmer. And we all have this potential that's immense. It's a rejuvenated energy that we all have. It's our gift for growth that really kind of bursts and renews. It rejuvenates. So really be like nature, be the change that your heart seeks, not the outside heart of those around you, and embody that instead. So on the elemental highway this week, and I sometimes feel like I muse a lot, but the elementals, this is just, I utilize the elementals, Chinese 4 pillars of destiny, to really map out your elemental design nature. It's kind of a Chinese biorhythm. And we all receive telltale signs energetically, but also through the skin. The skin is a boundary. It's a barometer. And the body. So working with the elementals through the skins, this biorhythm, to really bring you into a state of not just emotional, but spiritual, mental, and physical. As we go through seasons, these energies change, and we're as much part of them as they are a part of us. So healing is a big thing, but yet to see ourselves as already healed, even if you're different. So I also may use these elementals to check out the energy of the home. I believe homes have a spirit as well, and activating the spirit of the home, because as we go through the seasons, even the year, we're in the year of a dragon, these energies change. So our home's vibrational energy shifts just like we do. So I do pay attention to that as well. If healing on the body isn't manifesting how I like, then I usually get an intuitive hit. But the 4 pillars is one of the tools I use for a variety of reasons. The list goes on. It's a map so that when I work with people, my guests can see what I am seeing about them. It's easier for understanding. It reflects it back. As you can see, though, today the elementals, we have a yin fire rooster of a day. We've got 2 roosters, one on the day, one on the month. Yin fire, yin water. So those reflect upon each other as well. But fire is the joy molecule. It's the energy of laughter and joy, where water is the energy of peace. It's also reflected upon that in the heart space in this case. So seeing the light and being the joy. So yin metal of the chicken or the rooster or the hen, whatever you want to call it. There's a variety, right? It's not always the rooster. But this energy is really heightening our expression of beauty, refined beauty. Yin metal, the rooster, is refined energy. Like the rooster crows in the morning when it wakes up and crows at night. But it's this luxury energy. It's like luxury fine dining is kind of what I'm sensing when it comes to food. And just appreciating the beauty, literally, that really illuminates and surrounds us. It's a peach blossom energy. It's a star. So the charm is on. Attraction here is the theme. 2 roosters feeling very attractive. One's charismatic and the other one is like the inner peace diva, the intuitive. Kind of reminds me of myself in a weird way. But just be aware of who is in your field all day, this day specifically, and really establish something, to start something new, to birth something new. Especially with the 2 roosters, on the day and the month. So this is a fantastic energy to really kick off the week, along with the Sun and Mercury, communication, community, flowing currents. You get the idea. So you may receive literally some intuitive insights as well, some downloads, ideas percolating that just come out of left field. You might actually move sharply, be refined with your sharpness. It's kind of like quick-witted words, people that spew words quickly, but eloquently and aesthetically pleasing at the same time. And the fire rooster is also what's called a spiritual pillar, also one that contains the support of the divine universe. So we have this frequency open to source connection. So this is a powerful day to do just that. Send your invocations, prayers out into the world of the divine spirit. Write it down, burn it, illuminate it, let it go, or just say them out loud, say them in your head, whatever it works for you, the inside voice. You may also receive those answers like divine intervention. So just be aware of people, places, and things that come up to you and deliver the message. Spirit works like that as well. And if you have these energies specifically in your birth chart, you are a highly intuitive person. So it's easy for you to receive help, open up to receive assistance even from people around you. And if you were born with a yin fire or even a yang fire year or day or hour, then today also for you is amazing. It's an amazing day to really ask for that support and guidance. Ask and it's received. So the rooster gives us these energies, and we have two of them. One is like the divine supporters. It's spirit support, guidance. So really help can come in very unseen magnetic ways, unexpected ways, kind of serendipity or synchronicity, just unseen. But on a side note as well, the rooster is also the secret friend to the dragon. So all of these characters map out a divine design in the elemental pathway, which also is going to bring more blessings and protection to the month and even with the year of the dragon. So it's all this collaboration. So with that, I want to move on to the messages of the week as we get a dually of myself. And here we are. So the messages of the week, excuse me, I went with the Angel Tarot. I just feel like with divine intervention after looking at the 4 pillars, I wanted to call it in. So I literally, I called it in. So on this magical moon's day, I want to hold space for intervention in this kind of a day. But also, you know, things take time and space to integrate. So on this magical moon's day, we've got the 4 of Cups. So these are facing my way, but now they're facing your way. Indifference, the 4 of Cups. I'm going to pull them this way this time. Be a little different. Be a little indifferent. I'm going to go backwards. So the 4 of Cups, this energy, cups in general, it's water, it's emotion, it's the moon, it's our intuition, it's guidance, right? But this energy is possibly being stagnant, bored, at a standstill, especially as we're decluttering. We're decluttering the opportunities that are really on the horizon. So if you feel this way, that things are stagnant, you know, the horizon is like right there. Emotionally, kind of inside, inner world, this is time to really move forward in our relations, all our relations. And often, you know, people sit and wait for the other shoe to drop. But we have to initiate the change, something to happen. Sometimes we get bored because we're not being the change agent or the agent of change. We create our own situations by underscoring or undermining our usual motivations. You got to be motivated. So if you procrastinate or feel disconnected from spirit or anything for that matter, that's when our energy level dissipates, right? So this is our invitation to explore the floor, if you will. So really taking a pause, see where the situation feels stagnant. Don't accept it as being so. Don't accept it as being flat. And see where things need to change and make that change happen. Be the agent of change. Cleaning the cobwebs out of the cupboard or the closet, right? And then on Tuesday, terrific Tuesday, we have the 10 of Cups, which I'll turn that around. These are facing me. I'm not going upside down as far as reading them, but the 10 of Cups is home. So we've got 2 watery ways here. The home, lots of home emotions. The moon is at the 10 degree moon. The intensity is kind of rising. It's not eclipsing yet, but it is illuminating and rising. But this is home harmony. It's the foundation of our home and really balancing unconditional love. That is the goal. So this is a high vibe frequency energy. It's the environment, a new home space, maybe cleansing and clarity of the home space, really spending time with those you love, fur babies, plants, spirits, and the unseen, everything included. So there's this emphasis on love, especially with Libra and dreams being fulfilled, being on stable ground financially, security-wise, in those kind of areas, relationships, of course. So this is a day of fulfillment. The cups are filled over. Maybe they're flowing over. Maybe the communication is flowing. It really feels like a fulfilled day. Maybe it's as we declutter starting today, we get that airy kind of lifted energy. I don't know about you, but when my space is clean and organized, it just feels refreshed. It feels clear. It really just feels amazing. And then on Wizardry Wednesday, we have the 3 of Pentacles. Let's go down here. There we go. 3 of Pentacles and action. What action are we going to initiate and bring into the earth plane? Pentacles is the earth, right? So this is also the new moon's day, but it's Mercury's day as well. And the 3 of Pentacles, like, do you believe in dreams become manifest? Do you believe your wishes to come to fruition? So arriving on the earth and really taking form, manifesting, it's an action. So it's time to take an action towards those things, whatever they are, your new moon wishes, basically. Teamwork is the dream work. Like, do people work in teams anymore? I kind of feel like there's this segregation from even teams. Or is it just an illusion? I don't know. I ponder that often lately. But this could also be a new reputation and even actually being acknowledged by those around you. And maybe sometimes, I don't feel like we pat our own selves on the back as often as we should. So be like Snoop Dogg. I love that. I'd like to thank me first and foremost. That was my favorite. But things are in order. Things are secure. They are safe. It's this balanced energy. So really being content as we contemplate and as we move past the old habits and beliefs, like, do we truly wish to be secure? Are we focusing too much on the material world instead of the adventure, the fun? So it's this balance between what feels about right. It kind of reminds me of Goldilocks and the 3 bears. I'm kind of on a tangent today. However, then on Thursday, tantalizing Thursday, we've got the 3 of Swords. And of course, it says heart broke. That's not real fun. I did notice it matches the bottom of my screen there. Heartbreak. So I think as we declutter after the intensity, we start releasing things that no longer serve us. The 3 of Swords, right? Heartache, those kinds of things. So this is usually a message of sorrow, grief, relationship issues, challenges coming off the threshold of a new moon. So this could be endings, breakups, affairs, but it's the aftermath, right? From the eclipse, those energies. So sometimes we really have to release, not cut, or maybe we do need to cut the ties that bind, or both. Relationships ending as they cause more of a battlefield, maybe. Love can be a battlefield, more so than a love field. So this could be trust issues. Maybe we realize that we have been too trusting of some individuals that really don't deserve our trust, our authenticity. So seeing through a new lens, the truth of our situation, our environment. You may have an epiphany, another one, an aha moment within relationships or work. Relationships, there's so many forms, right? They're everywhere. We relate to animals. We relate to plants. All our relations. So I'm going with that. And then we finish on Fantastic Friday with the 3 of Cups. Celebration. So after the eclipse, we got to enter the weekend and celebrate. Good times. Come on. That's my live show day, by the way. The 3 of Cups. So this week, I don't know if you noticed, we've got quite a few 3s. I did shuffle this. I always shuffle them before I start, by the way. The threes, we're going to be into the threes, which is 3, 6, and 9, right? So this is also feeling pretty watery as well as I look at the water ones. So get out, be social this weekend. I say that because the moon in Scorpio, be frisky, be intimate, be inviting, wear lace, celebrate, have fun, be serendipitous. Good times on the rise, and just reconnect. Get out, reconnect with your tribe, your family, your friends, whatever it is. Be social, associates, whatever. So this is a high vibe, energetic cause for celebration, celebrating all kinds of things. It could be birthings, could be weddings, it could be gatherings, parties. Doesn't really matter. Barbecues, end of season barbecues, anything like that. If you're single looking for love, you may be feeling it. Maybe you're feeling the excitement. Maybe you're exuding it. Maybe it's radiating off you, the pheromones, right? Exuding pheromones. So this is an abundant energy. Maybe it's an overly feeling energy of it. Just don't overindulge giving up the goods, if you know what I'm talking about, especially with the moon moving into Scorpio. You don't want to give up the goods. The temptation is there to do just that. So be aware. Balance is the key, as always, of course. I just noticed I moved those, being funny. As we are in the season of just that, balancing all our relations. Okay, and an affirmation to get you on your magical way as I change myself up here. I create harmony in my life and relationships. This I actually took out of the meditation, if you will. And again, I create harmony in my life and my relationships, even our relationship to ourselves, those harmonics. So work on kindness, work on courage, go talk to a stranger, work on loving yourself authentically and vibrationally. And with that, I say ashe. As always, I will see you on the other side. And if not, at least I'll see you on Friday for my live show. Ashe again, and blessings.